Good morning, grand rising, and welcome to your tomorrow that was granted to you because God kept you through the night. Welcome back, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a blessing to be here today because you know what? Not to sound somber or morbid, but somebody didn't wake up this morning. So I am grateful that I am here another morning to say hello, to bring you some motivational moment in this AM with Kim. And welcome back for those of you who have been hanging with me for a couple days now. Thank you. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Excuse me, before I get started, go through my little protocol here. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. I'm trying to build these numbers. Come on, y'all. Hit the subscribe button. And then next to the subscribe button should be a bell there. And you hit that bell and it will give you notifications when I upload new videos. And then like this video. And if it resonates with you in any kind of way, shape, or form, put a comment there. And then finally, share it with your friends and your family. Be a blessing to somebody. If it blessed you in some kind of way, it could bless somebody else. So help me out here. All right. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here once again to share a little bit of motivation to get you going. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, excuse me, grab your smoothie, grab your oatmeal, whatever it is you're eating, drinking this morning, and sit back with me or ride with me as I give you a little bit of motivational, a little motivational moment this morning. All right. So, excuse me. Guys, I could think my allergies are acting crazy, but nevertheless, I'm still here, and the devil is a lie. He ain't gonna stop me from making this video, and I'm not gonna change to edit it. So here we go. The quote for today says, "Before God will multiply you, He will subtract things that have been dividing you from Him." I'll say that one again because, woof. Before God will multiply you, He will subtract things that have been dividing you from Him. Well, and that's something that we all can take an account of. We can all do an analysis of our lives and the things that we spend our time on and the energies, where we put our energies, okay? And, you know, if you really want to grow in God and you really want to get His best, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to give Him your best. Not your second, not your third, not your last, but your best. And He will honor that. He will honor that. It's just interesting that, you know, I had picked these quotes weeks ago, but we were talking about this in Sunday school not too long ago about Cain and Abel and how God was pleased with Abel's sacrifice because he gave from his first and the fat thereof. That's Genesis 4:4. I'm almost certain, but go back and fact check me. But that was a couple weeks ago. And he gave God his first and the fat thereof, meaning He gave him extra. He didn't just give him his best and his first. He gave him extra. And so God was pleased and He accepted his offering. So I guess the rhetorical question for you is God pleased with your offering? And that doesn't just entail financially. That's your time, your talents, your tenth, your gifts, all of those things. Are you giving God your best? And the bigger question or the continuing question with that is, if you're not giving Him your best, why are you expecting Him to give you His? Something to think about. Something to think about. So if you have anything in your life that's distracting you from Him, that is taking away your time and your energy from establishing and growing a relationship with Him, then you might want to reevaluate, because He says that He will multiply you if you subtract some of the things that are keeping you from Him. So I mean, I had to do an analysis, you know, and I was like, you know what, I'm spending way too much time on these TikTok videos. No offense to TikTok, they're great. And I go and I get them when I need, especially when I'm feeling a little blue and I need to laugh. The greatest thing. But I was spending 3 hours at a time just engrossed in a TikTok video. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. I need to be shifting that and putting that into my study time, into my prayer time, into my worship time. And, you know, I made that shift. And so I'm just saying to you is, Analyze where you're putting your energies. What is your focus? Is God your focus? Because you know what? A lot of times we pray, Lord, give me this, Lord, give me that, like he's a genie in a bottle. He is not. He is not. He is not here for you to rub on the bottle. Okay, Lord, give me this. Poof. Yay, here you go. No, ma'am. No, sir. It does not work like that. It does not. If you're not giving him your best, do not expect the best from him. And that goes for life too, you know, relationships and work. If you're not giving it your best, how can you expect somebody else to give you their best? So analyze what your idols are. And yeah, I said it, because we can idolize things and places and people and stuff, and it take the focus off of our relationship with God. Like, you know, if you want abundance and you want blessings and you want all of those things, then what are you sacrificing? And that is the key word. It is sacrifice. It is service. It is spending time growing, investing in yourself. And there's nothing wrong with social media. There's nothing wrong with watching videos. There's nothing wrong with hanging out. But if those things come before you developing yourself and developing that connection with God, then I challenge you to reevaluate what your priorities are and where you are putting your love. There we go. And that's why God appreciated and accepted Abel's sacrifice, his offering, because of the love that was dripping in it, the sacrifice. And if you really love something, you really love someone, what are you going to do? You're going to give it your effort. You're going to give it your all. And that's the same thing with God. So, you know, and it starts with little things. It could be where, you know what? I'm tired. I'm going to lay down and go to sleep. No, you get on your knees and you pray. I don't care how tired you are. You weren't tired enough to go do whatever or have fun or whatever it is. It's sacrifice. It is a sacrifice. Making God your first priority and not your last resort. Ooh, look at the sun. He come. Hey, did you see that sun come out? He liked that word. Yes. Don't make him your last resort. Make him your first priority. Make him your go-to guy. And watch him in turn right back around and go right back to you and say, you know what? Here you go. I got you. In your struggles, I got you. In your triumphs, I got you. In those moments that it's quiet and silent, it doesn't feel like anything is happening or moving, I got you. That's what he's saying. And that's what he's showing. But what are we doing to manifest those things? Because our actions bring about the manifestation. You know, your transformation. I'm borrowing this from my pastor. Here you go. I'm borrowing it. Yes, I am. I'm repeating it. But I remember a sermon months ago where he said your transformation brings about your manifestation. Till you start transforming some stuff, you're not going to manifest some stuff. So where are you spending your time? And is that time being taken away from God? And if it is, what you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And that is the key. It's shifting your priorities, making the sacrifices. And that means not going out and hanging out until 2 o'clock in the morning so you can get up and go to church. Then that's what you do. If it means coming from amongst those people that you can't hang with, that aren't like-minded, that are not trying to do the same things that you are doing, then that's what you do. You come from amongst them. It means, and I had to get to this point too, and I'm going to step on some people's toes and, oh well. But if it means that you come from behind Zoom and you get into that church because you can, then you do that. It is okay to be behind Zoom and YouTube and all of the social media platforms to stream church if that is what you can do. If your health does not allow you to be inside the building, if you have circumstances that are beyond your control that keep you from getting into the church building, that is perfectly fine. I'm talking to the people who can get your behind up and leave Bedside Baptist and get on down the street. You're gonna pass 25 churches, so pick one. Pick one and then get into a church and get busy and get going and start tapping into your strengths and your callings and your purposes and start working and watch God work for you. When you work for him, he is going to work for you. But until you shift your priorities, until you shift your energies, until you make sacrifice and service and God your priority, you're going to get what you get. You give crumbs, you get crumbs. If your energy is good and you're giving your first and the fat thereof, and you're giving your service and you're giving your sacrifice and you're giving your time and you're giving it joyfully, not begrudgingly, but you're giving it joyfully and expectantly, then you're expecting God to give you back because you're giving him first. So I'm leaving you with this thought. Analyze where you are in your walk. Analyze where you are in your life. What are the things that are separating you from him, are dividing you from your attention to him? And then adjust. That's the beauty of it all. You can adjust. You can adjust. You can shift in the middle of the race. You can. And you'll get a burst of energy. Like, okay, where life was getting you down, it was dragging you down, and you didn't feel like, you didn't know how you were going to make it. You didn't know what you were going to do. You shift. And you shift your focus to the place where you can get your help, to those hills from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Lord. You better tap into that help. You better reevaluate your life and then shift. That's the beauty of it all. You can shift middle of the race. You can shift. You can refocus. And he will give you the eyes to see and ears to hear. But you have to have the heart to receive it. So that's my motivational moment for you this morning. I hope it helps somebody. Do what you need to do. And it's a self-evaluation. It's, what am I doing that I could be doing differently so that I can progress better? And then once you figure those answers and you make that shift and you start moving toward the things that you should move toward, the things that you want are going to meet you on your journey. So that's it. That's all, y'all. That's my motivational moment for today. I hope it helped you. I hope it blessed you in some kind of way, because it blessed my soul. You see that sun coming back out? He's like, yeah, she said it. Yes, indeed. So I leave you with my charge. Be good to somebody today. Be gracious, be kind, extend a helping hand, do a good deed. And all of those things don't cost you anything but a little bit of time and compassion. So everybody, be good to at least one person today. Be the reason why somebody smiles today. And in being good to people, don't forget yourself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I challenge you also to speak life and to spread love, because life is short. So do your part while you're here. Do your part to be a blessing to somebody else. And just love on yourself. All right? That's all I have for you for this morning. But go and have a blessed and beautiful day on purpose. And enjoy the sun on your skin. And get outside and get some sun on your skin. That vitamin D, it's going to be good for your bones. And it's going to be good for your soul. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings from my heart to yours. Until this evening with PM with Kim, I'll see you later. God bless you.